The whispers of the ancestors. In the smoke-cloaked alleys of New Birmingham, a city powered by steam and driven by ambition, tensions simmered like the coals beneath its great engines. Two rival factions, the Gilded Claws, wolves clad in brass-trimmed coats, and the masked shadows, raccoons whose masks concealed secrets and pasts, had long been at odds. Their disputes, whispered in gambling dens and plotted in workshops, stemmed from a bitter legacy of betrayal and conquest. Squeaks, the raccoon leader, stood atop a rusted gear in the shadow's lair, her voice echoing through the dimly lit chamber. "Our ancestors," she proclaimed, her goggles reflecting the amber glow of gas lamps, were inventors, creators of harmony. We built this city while others sought to tear it down. The guilt is not ours to bear. Kai, the wolf, leaned against a steam vent, his brass prosthetic paw gleaming. "Aye, and yet we claws admit our past transgressions. We acknowledge the chaos our forebears wrought, but we've mended our ways. What good is denying the truth, Squeaks? It'll come for you eventually." The room buzzed with tension. While the shadows cheered Squeaks' defiant words, the claws growled low, their frustration palpable. One fog-choked night, while scavenging in the ruins of old Cogsworth, Squeaks stumbled upon a hidden vault, sealed with intricate clockwork. With the aid of her lock-picking tools, she breached its defenses and uncovered a collection of ancient automaton scrolls. The faded etchings detailed the forgotten history of the raccoon guilds. Squeak's heart sank as she pieced the truth together. Her ancestors had not been the peaceful visionaries she'd painted them to be. They had, in fact, orchestrated sabotage against the wolves, instigating riots that had left the city in flames. Their actions had set the stage for the bitter enmity that persisted to this day. The revelation was a gut punch of brass and iron. The delicate clockwork of Squeaks' self-image unraveled. Returning to New Birmingham, she presented the scrolls to her council, her voice faltering. We were not as pure as I claimed," she admitted. "Our hands are not clean." Word spread through the city faster than the steam rising from its factories. The wolves, vindicated but weary, refrained from gloating. The raccoons, feeling betrayed by their leader's claims of innocence, turned their backs on Squeaks. She retreated to a derelict airship moored on the outskirts, consumed by guilt. It was Cookie, the parrot, an eccentric inventor with feathers stained by oil and a monocle perched on his beak, who sought her out. In his workshop, surrounded by humming gadgets and sputtering engines, he spoke. "Ah, Squeaks, history is a machine. Its gears turn, grinding the truth under layers of rust and embellishment. Self-righteousness, my dear, is like a faulty steam valve. It builds pressure until it bursts, leaving nothing but destruction in its wake. But guilt is the engineer's fire. It can drive you forward if you use it wisely." He urged her to focus on rebuilding rather than wallowing. "You've seen the truth. Now forge a better future. Collaboration, not isolation, will save New Birmingham." The two factions convened in a great clock tower, its pendulum swinging like the heart of the city. Squeaks, humbled and resolute, extended an olive branch, crafted from brass, of course, to Kai. "Let's rebuild together," she said. "The sins of the past should not define us." Kai nodded, his paw clasping hers. "Aye, but remember, the work never stops." The moral of the fable. In a world of gears and steam, self-righteousness is a cog that seizes the machine. True progress requires oiling the mechanisms of truth with humility, self-reflection, and collaboration. Only by confronting the rusted gears of the past can we build a future that runs smoothly, free from the cycles of guilt and division.